Hi, Dr. Kemp. This is Christy Dean doing my math lesson for you. And this is a preschool math lesson, and it is going to be on counting or connecting numerals to counted objects, or basically naming numerals and connecting them to something that they've counted as well too. And today we're actually going to be using pictures instead of actual objects. But before we started, this is an objective that I picked because it is something that is off of the Teaching Strategies Gold. And I know that you've been asking some questions about what the Teaching Strategies Gold was. So I thought I would take a minute and hopefully this will work. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be backwards, but I was going to show you what the Teaching Strategies Gold is. And so this is the app that we have that we use in our school district. The Teaching Strategies Gold is the state assessment that we do on all children birth through age 5 if they are in a program that receives money from the state of Nebraska. So basically, if Nebraska is giving you money and you are serving children birth through age 5, then you have to do the Teaching Strategies Gold on the students or the children 2 times a year, so in October or in May. And so this is the app that we use in our classroom that can show you a little bit, like I said, I'm sorry, it's backwards, a little bit about what that looks like. So that's what Teaching Strategy Goals looks like. And then we actually aligned our curriculum to go along with the objectives that are on the state assessment as well too, and along with the early learning guidelines, they kind of crosswalk everything all together. Okay, yes, you can have the camera and the thing. So basically, you just go in there and let's just say I'm going to take a picture of this. And then I would just go in there and upload my picture. And I can put in any notes that I want to put in. And then I would go along and I would score. Let's just pretend. Pick my kids. Okay. So then these are the objectives. Oh, hopefully you can see. I know they're backwards. But let's just say we'll do the math one today. So I would go into 20C. So there you can see that is connects numerals to their quantities. So I would go in there. And I would click on that. And then I would score them based on a progression. So for example, most of our kids, hopefully you can see that there on the side of those are color bands. The red that's at the top is for birth, and the brown that is at the bottom is all the way down to 3rd grade. So most of our kids are going to be in the green band or the blue band. So I'm pretty sure, let's just see. No, let's go up. So here's the objective that we would be working on today. So that is connects numerals to 10 by name and connects each to counted objects. So that is the objective that I chose to work on, to do the lesson on today. It's one that we do quite often, and then we just pick the kiddo and we assign them based on where they score on that. So that's just a little bit about the Teaching Strategies Gold and how I chose the objective that we are doing today. Actually, pretty much all the lessons that I've done for you have been on something that's been from the state assessment Teaching Strategies Gold, because that also aligns to what our curriculum is today. So a little bit of background. I don't know if I can include that on my lesson plan, but this is an activity I would do with kids that I know can already count to 10. So if they can rope count to 10, then I know that we're ready to kind of start looking at naming some of those numerals. And at this point, this is the second day. The first day I would have done numerals 1 through 5 with them. And so today we're going to work on numerals 6 through 10. And most of them at this point have probably got a few numerals or know what they are as well too. So that's a little bit of background. And then with most of our lessons at preschool, they're going to be a small group. I do a lot of my instruction in small groups. We call them intentional teaching groups, where we kind of group kids that are working on the same skills together. And this would be a good example of what I would call an intentional teaching group, with probably 4, sometimes 5 kids that would all be working on this skill together. So I wouldn't put kids that can't count in this group. I would just find the kids that are just about ready to move on to this, and we'll do some of that as well too. So previous lesson we did the same activity with numbers 1 through 5. Now we're going to move on and we're going to do the same activity with numbers 6 through 10, since the goal says we want them to identify numbers to 10. So, all right, so here we go with the lesson, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to push this back just a little bit, and hopefully you can get a little bit more of the table. I am using one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I'm sorry, once again, it's backwards, but this is a Lakeshore Tech numbers. And I use this a lot with the kids. It goes all the way up to 30. So even for my kids that are doing higher counting and higher number identification, it works really, really well. So this is one of my very favorite activities to do with the kids. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I am going to be teaching a lesson. I don't have an audience today. I didn't know how to demonstrate it with just one person sitting here. So I'm going to pretend that there are 4 kids sitting here with me. So that's what we'll do when we're getting teaching. So, all right. Getting to the lesson. Okay, preschoolers, everybody put your finger on your nose. I will know you're ready when everyone has their finger on their nose. Thank you, good job. Okay, we are going to do our number puzzles again today, just like we did yesterday. Yesterday we did our number puzzles 1 through 5. So we're going to do more number puzzles today. And remember, it's really important for you to know your numbers, because numbers tell you how many you need of something. So when I go get our snack basket here in a little bit, on the front of it, it has the number 5. So that way I know that there are 5 kids that sit at this table. So I know that I need 5 cups, I need 5 napkins, and I need 5 bowls. So that way everybody that's sitting at the table will get to have a napkin and a bowl and a cup. So numbers always tell us how many we need of something. So we always need to know what our numbers are. So we're going to do numbers today. Let's go ahead and get started with the numbers that we did yesterday. I'm going to see if you can remember what these numbers are. I'm going to hold them up, and I would like everybody to answer. Let's answer all together. Okay, everybody? All right, hold this up. What number is this? Yes, that's a 2. Very good. What number is this? Nice job. That's the number 1. What number is this? Yep, that's the 5. Very good. What number is this? You guys got it. That's 3. And what's this one? Good remembering. Everybody remembered their numbers from yesterday. Way to go. All right. So those were our numbers from yesterday. Since you guys did such a good job on numbers 1 through 5, we're going to get harder now. Okay. We're going to do numbers 6 through 10. So I'm going to hold these numbers up, and I want you to tell me what numbers these are. But this time I'm going to call you one at a time. So when I call your name, I want you to answer. All right? Let me get these ready. Okay. Joey, I'm going to start with you. Joey, what number is that? Very good. Excellent. Okay. All right. Sarah, you're next. What number is that? Oh. I don't think that's a number 6. This one's a number 9. Let me show you. No, so you can see that. Okay. Look. Here's there. Look. Okay. Look. The number 9 has the bubble at the top, and the number 6 has the bubble at the bottom. Okay, so that's how you know that that's number 9. Okay, so what number is this? That's a 9, and this one's a 6. Very good. Okay, everybody, what's this one? 6. Okay. And okay. Susie, what number is this? Very good. I got one more. And Colt, what number is this? Very good. All right, so I'm going to put our numbers. My numbers are right here on the table. Turn this down just a little bit so you can see the table as well too. I'll try to slouch. Okay, so there are all of our numbers. Now we're going to get our pictures out, and we're going to count our pictures. Okay, I'm going to go first, and I'm going to pick which one I want to count. And I think I'm going to start with the frogs, because frogs are my favorite. So I'm going to count the frogs, and then I have to figure out which number goes with this puzzle, and we're going to put them together and see if they fit. Okay, I'm going to count first. Okay, watch me count. Remember, when I go slow, I'm going to touch each one at a time. I got to go slow, and I have to go across the rows. So I touch each one, and I don't miss one. Okay, so I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many? 7. So now I know I have 7 frogs. So now I have to find the number 7. I'm going to put my finger on the number 7. Okay, everybody, thumbs up or thumbs down. Is that the number 7? All right, thumbs up. Good job. That is the number 7. Let's see if it fits. Okay, there we go. So that's 7 frogs and the number 7. So we know those match. I'm going to do one more. Watch me carefully. Make sure I'm counting the right way. This time I'm going to do the fish. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I count right? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Joey, why's your thumb down? What did I do wrong? Oh, yeah, I didn't touch each one, did I? I kind of jumped around, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to do it again. This time I have to go what? Slow and across. That's right. Okay, here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 this time. Okay, I'm going to put my finger on the number 6. Are you ready? Is that the number 6? Thumbs up or thumbs down? It's not. Sarah, what number is that? Yes, that's right. How do you know it's a 9? Because it has the bubble on the top. Very good. You're right. That is the number 9. Good remembering. Good job, Sarah. Okay, so that's the number 9. I got to find the number 6 because that was not right. Ready? Is that the number 6? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Very good. All right, thumbs up. Let's see if we're right. Put it together. Does it match? It sure does. Okay. Very good. Okay, now it's your turn. You guys are going to work together. I'm going to count one, and I'm going to see if you guys can do it. Help me count. Let's try the umbrellas. Here we go. All right, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, everybody put your finger on the number 8. Very good. Everybody's fingers on the number 8. Good job, you guys. You found it. Okay, I'm going to put it together. Very good. All right. Now, this time you guys get to do partners. All right. So Joey and Susie, you guys are going to be partners. And Cole and Sarah, you guys are going to be partners. Okay. So Cole and Joey, this is what I want you to do. I want you guys to pick a puzzle, and you're going to count how many pictures are on your puzzle piece. Okay, then you're going to tell Susie, you're going to tell Sarah how many you have. Sarah and Susie, you guys have to find the right number and put it on the puzzle pieces. Okay, so you're going to count and you're going to find the number. Are you ready? Okay, go. And then they would do that and they would count and they would do a really great job because they're super duper smart. I'll do the correction procedure when we get to the you do it part. All right, now, very good job, you guys. Okay, I'm going to put them back in the middle again, and this time we're going to switch. All right, this time Sarah and Susie, you guys get to count, and Joey and Cole, you guys get to find the numbers. Ready? Go. Very good. All right, you guys. Okay, so that would be the we do part of it, and then we'll move on to the you do. Okay, everybody, now it's your turn. I want you to each pick a puzzle and count how many pictures are on there and see if you can find the match to it. Okay, everybody pick which puzzle you want. And they would all pick from one of these, and then we would go round robin, and everybody would get a turn to do each one of these pictures and match it to each one of these numbers. And so we just go around for, usually takes about 5 or 10 minutes to do that. Now, a couple of the corrective feedback is there are usually 2 types of errors that the kids make when they're doing this kind of a lesson. And one is an error in counting, and the other one is an error in numeral identification. So I'm going to do the error in the error correction or the corrective feedback for error in counting first. And so I'm going to pretend that Joey's here and he's just counted and he's most likely gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then he comes over here and I'm watching Joey, I'm observing him and I'm seeing him going like this and oh no, the puzzle doesn't fit. So this is when I step in and I would say, okay, Joey, you counted 9 and you got the number 9. So that's the number 9, but it doesn't fit, does it? So I wonder if there are 9 cars there. Let's try it again. Remember, we've got to go slow and go across. Okay, let's do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many are there? 10. That's the number 9. Can you try again? Can you find the number 10? Yes, all right, there it is. Oh, fantastic, Joey. Yes, you have 10 and you have 10 cars. High five. Good job. Nice matching. All right, so that would be how I would correct. I would usually just have them back it up, try it again, go a little slower, and go across. And sometimes they'll do it themselves, but sometimes we'll just model it, and I would guide them along to do it as well too. And then the other error correction is usually in not being able to identify the right number. So in that case, you know, Susie's counted the $9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then she picked this one, and I look over and I see her, and oh, they don't fit, which is, I love these because they're just self-corrective. So it's really easy for them to see, wait a minute, this isn't working. So I would go to her and say, I saw that you counted 9. You're right, there are 9 there, but this doesn't fit. Do you think that's the number 9? No, that's the number 8. What number is that? 8. Okay, so we have to find the number 9. And at this point, I would pick a known number. So I'm going to assume that she knows the number I've seen that she can do is the number 7. And then the unknown, which is the number 9, because she didn't know what that was. And I would put them over there and just say, okay, which one of these two do you think is the number 9? Well, she knows that's a 7, so she's going to pick that one. And oh, you're right. What number is that? 9. You're absolutely right. That was the number 9. And this one was the number 8. Yep, that's the number 8. So that's a 9. And you have $9. Very good. High five. Awesome. So we could keep continuing to do that. And then until everybody got a turn to match all of those items. Then I would conclude after they've all done that, and I would pull it all together, and we would go back through and do all of the numbers together and say, okay, guys, you guys did such an amazing job on those puzzles. So you guys did the 1 through 5 yesterday, and 6 through 10. Let's see if you can tell me all the numbers now. I bet you know all of them, all right? Here we go. Let's do them all together. Ready? I'm going to show it. I want everybody to answer. Ready, everybody? What number is this? Good. What number is this? And then I would continue until we've gone 1 through 10 and said those round robin. And so then I would say, okay, you guys, you did a really good job. I'm going to put the box with the number puzzles over in the math area. And it's center time today. You guys can go over and you can do the puzzles yourself. Or find a friend and show them how good you are at doing these puzzles, okay? So these will be over there in the math area for you at center time. Right, so that's mostly how that lesson would look when I was doing the lessons for counting number to numeral with the puzzles.